My grandparents had a big house upstairs and downstairs. So the boys slept upstairs in Grandpa's. My grandfather was a carpenter and a mechanic, jack of all trades, master of none. On my dad's side, they were Indian. My grandpa and my grandma, Luhan, were Indian. My mother said we were Cherokee. I don't know. That's what my dad used to call us, Cherokee. In those days, the parents and the adults came first. When they had company, you know, like now we went to the dark corner or get lost to the basement. What a beautiful day. I don't even know the kids at home. If they're not, I sit on the porch.
Yeah, Andy's right there.
Oh, he's right there?
You see him?
Yeah, I guess so.
Where were you born?
Antonito, Colorado.
What day?
March the 9th, 1915.
What do you think about being 100?
I'm not 100 yet, pretty close.
Oh yes, I remember it.
You know, this I always wear.
Hi, Jacob. Hi, Jacob. This is Eric.
You want all the grandkids?
Yeah, yours.
No, she doesn't. How you been doing, Amy?
Hanging out, trying to get through school. Thank you.
Oh, Mark.
Trying to get through school.
Well, I don't know. I went up to the 8th grade, but I don't remember the. See, they had so many. They had like I don't know how to explain that. You couldn't have all the class at one time.
Yeah.
They divided in. Well, let's say three portions. Let's say there was 100. They divided. They had enough teachers for each room, and the smartest ones were first, second, and they weren't great. It was like their talent, like who knows better. The only thing I knew how to say was good was the multiplication tables and a little bit of spelling. One time we were lined up for a spelling contest, I remember. And the boys were on one side and the girls were on the other. And this guy was really ridiculous. Oh, and his name was Ralph. This is, okay, Ralph, spell pupil. He sits there and it was about 8 of us on each. One line was girls and the other side was boys. And he started, pew, you, pew. And everybody started laughing. And I started laughing. And I was the only one that got punished to stay in at recess time. Everybody else went out. I guess I left aloud.
How did he spell it again?
Pew, you, pew. He was going to spell pupil.
So he was sounding it out.
Ralph Medina was his name. He was really, really.
So were you in the smart group?
No, we were. I don't know. They had that first, second, and third lines. I think I was on the third. But I mean, in those days, we didn't understand the English. You know, our parents could speak. The only thing they could say in English was hello, and a bad word.
Oh, where is she? I don't know.
Look at that one.
You look beautiful, Grandma.
Thank you. Let me get down and sit there. Okay. Yeah, put him in his chair. So I went to newspaper, and we always do a story on people who turn 100 because it's so rare. Now your son gave me the background. I want to ask you a few questions. First of all, what do you think about this big party here for you?
Beautiful.
Did you expect it?
No.
Yeah, I remember when we were little.
So I guess it shows a lot of people love you and care about you, huh?
Definitely.
So your son gave me the background. How hard was it raising 7 kids on your own?
Well, it was during the Depression mostly, and it was hard.
It was hard,
And
right?
you know what? I used to work for 50 cents a day for the Syrian people.
What'd you do for 50 cents a day?
Take care of 5 children and
Of their children? Took care of 5 kids for them? Plus your, wow.
cook and wash and clean house. Those days were hard for parents, you know. There were no jobs and they couldn't speak English.
Picked a nice day.
Lucille,
Yeah, Lucille.
he was a sheep herder and my mother was just having babies. She had 8. Every 2 years, I think, apart. Listen.
Get that chair to this one. You say hi to Barbara?
Yeah. She's been following me around. She said she's going to blackmail me. With all those pictures.
Yeah.
I remember more was when we lived in the valley, you know. We were farmers and we had 100 acres of land. We had sheep, we had goats, chickens, cows. Beautiful. You know, when I started working, I quit school to go work. 50 cents a day. And no meals. And I had to babysit the Syrian people. They were Syrian.
When did you learn to drive?
When I got married, he taught me how to drive. I was 18 years old when I got married.
Yeah, you want
7
something
kids,
to drink?
21 grandkids,
You want
26
something to
great-grand,
drink?
right?
What do you
Mind
want?
over here.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Some wine, some red
I know it's
wine?
going to be crowded. That's why I want to get in so you can enjoy. What's the secret to living 100 years?
Maybe your food, because I always had good health.
Good health? Oh yeah, that's a... Did you have any bad habits during your life? Drinking, smoking, anything that people consider?
I never smoked.
Never.
Tell David and tell Lucille.
My Howard, my grandson.
You're the
baptized
she
too.
baptized too.
Yeah, I'm her godson.
You come from Alaska?
Sure.
What brought you all the way down here? The good weather?
Thank you. I about to do that.
When's the last time you saw her?
About 3 or 4 years
She
ago.
baptized you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hi, Tia.
You know all these people here?
I don't know.
you don't know them all?
She don't remember, but she knows them all.
I bet you know them all.
Yeah, because they've been unfortunate.
Unless they want free food and they snuck in like me. She has 60 descendants, 7 children, 2 girls, the oldest, and 5 boys. Out of that, she's got grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren. Probably, you got 5 generations at least.
The photographer wanted to get one group of me and then everybody else get what they want.
How's it going?
Great. We're having a good time, enjoying it.
I was just really happy that everybody's here. My grandson, this is Daniel. He's my oldest grandson out of the 3 boys. This is Daniel.
But when I had all my kids here, I enjoyed it. Cooking, and we take them to where they were going to school. I was lucky I moved over here. Otherwise, the kids wouldn't have finish school. I don't think so, because they had 6 miles to go all the time, you know. They were probably quitting and be sheep herders.
Today, as we celebrate my mom's 100th birthday, I find myself blessed to have her in my life for almost 80 years. 80 years. What a blessing. This is from my mom. Dear Mother, each one of us children started our lives with you as our mother, and you have been a good mother to all of us. You welcome us into your heart, and we love you for all that you have done for us. Thank you very much, and happy 100th birthday. And I would like to sing a little song. I'll do my best. Beautiful, beautiful brown eyes, beautiful, beautiful brown eyes, beautiful, beautiful brown eyes. I'll always love your brown eyes. Mom was and still is a beautiful lady. Amen. She is. Isn't she beautiful today? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mother. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Mother, for giving me life, for which God blessed me with 5 beautiful children. Sorry.
No sorry.
9 grandchildren and 3 great. You also gave me 5 awesome brothers and my awesome sister, who I love very much. Thank you, Mother, for all you've done for us. I also want to thank each and every one for making this special trip to come and join us to celebrate our mother's special birthday. They came from near and far, the farthest our cousin from Alaska, David. God bless you all, and happy Mother. Happy birthday, Mother. We love you forever and ever.
We all hope to have the strength, Grandma, that you have. 100 years beautiful. You are an inspiration to all of us.
Happy birthday, Mom. You met of course, all of you have met the matriarch of the family. What we mentioned, in addition to Grandma's children's, 2 girls and 5 boys, and all the great grandchildren, not all have lived. We have not lost anyone, and maybe that's a testimony to the longevity of our mother. Would you bring up the youngest? This is Grandma's youngest descendant, at least for the next couple months. And he's a sleepyhead. And this is Grandma's youngest one is Apollo James Ruybal. But I'd like to kind of give you some insight to how Mom's been an inspiration for me. When me and my brother were, I believe, around 4 or 5, we came to Pueblo. And I still remember when we left the valley, as we came over in Walsenburg to see all these city lights. To me, it was amazing. And our father, they got divorced. And to this point in time, it doesn't really matter. But because my mother raised us, I think that instilled in me a spirit of work, work ethic. Part of it was, she tells the story of, I was so happy that the nuns accepted you in Catholic school because they wanted a better education. But most of all, she said, and they never charged me nothing. Well, what Mom didn't know was from the 5th grade on, up through the 8th grade, I worked after school for the Diocese of Pueblo for the Sisters of Charity. Where everybody was playing, I was cleaning chalkboards, mowing lawns, washing the cars for the sisters. But you mentioned that she worked as a volunteer at the hospital, but she worked in excess of 25 years. And matter of fact, just recently we received a letter and they want to acknowledge her at the library. God bless you, we love you, and I'll see you in the morning.
And when my Uncle Andy says, we'll see you in the morning, he means it. Because for the last several years, every Sunday morning, my dad and my Uncle Andy, my Uncle Mike, and anybody else who shows up has breakfast with my grandma every Sunday morning after church. So I'd like to turn that over next story to my dad, Larry Martin Ruybal.
When Libby and I first got married, we didn't have much money. I was going to nursing school at that time. I think they used to give me $26 a month or something. But anyway, we wanted to move out of the projects because that's where we lived at. And I'm not ashamed to say where I lived at. But anyway, she helped us buy our first house. She gave us the money. We bought a house in Midway, and we lived there with her for a few years. But going back to Andy and his little clothing that he wore, I went through the same thing. My mother had a friend in Antietam that they had a little store by Irish store, and they had a son that was about 6 foot tall. I was about probably 4 feet tall, I don't know. But anyway, that lady used to give her the clothing from that guy, and that's what I had to wear. The pants were so big that I would put them up to about my chest and tie them with a string or a rope and put the shirt over them so nobody would know. And the shoes too were probably, I don't know, size 9 or something like that. But anyway, we had clothing, and you know, it wasn't the best, but we made it. We were poor, and we're all here. So all I just want to do is thank her for everything she's done for all our family, grandkids, and everybody, because she helped with everything. So thank you, Mom.
For the last 24 years, I've worked in education, and many superintendents have come my way, and when they ask if I'm afraid of something, I said, I was born in the projects. I'm not afraid of anything. Are you kidding me? And so with that, it's so important to never, ever forget where you come from, because where you come from gives you the strength to take you where you need to go in life. And where you come from gives you the strength to help others and empower others to do the best that they can do.
I'm Conrad. I don't know everybody in this room, but briefly, I want to say happy birthday to my mother. But I also want to take just a couple of seconds to say thank you to you for coming to see my mother. That means a lot to the family. My mother, you wouldn't be here if in some way or another my mother hasn't touched each and one of you in some way. And so for that, I think we're all thankful to my mother. But I also, like I said, I just want to reiterate, thank you for coming here for my mother. Have a good evening.
Thank you for coming to see that old lady, almost 100 Come on in. I was on at Andy's. I just walked in. We just
Well,
walked
she got
in.
her. I mean, she got
No,
her
I
things
went
in
over
her,
there
like
and then,
washer and dryer and all that, you know.
We were sitting on the porch and we
She
see
went
Martin
somewhere
and
washer
he
dryer
driving,
and
coming over
I'm
here.
gonna go
So
buy that from her. Maybe
came
that's
back to
because
the
I
house.
told her that table, that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Are you home?
she wants somebody
Okay.
to wash her and dryer.
You do it all right?
Because she don't wanna move it.
Okay.
She says, well,
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna
will.
go and check, see how much
Bye
you
bye. I
should
love you
cost
too.
at the second-hand stores, and that's what I saw you for. That I just didn't that I'm gonna buy it.
Who's that, Lita?
Irene. Yesterday when we was helping her.
Irene's my first one.
Yeah, she had some help yesterday.
Grandma,
Irene Lillian.
anything you would like to say? Words of wisdom.
But I thank everybody for acknowledging me and being such good friends to all of us. Thank you all very, very, very much.
Do I know you?
Do you know me? No. My name's Isabel.
Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3.
Good to see you.
And his grandson.
His complexion of
This is your great-great-grandson.
He's a great grandson. Yeah.
Sign your name for me.
Where?
Right there. I should be fine.
Grandma Lita?
I was just going to ask you, did you give it?
Right now, Anthony. Where you been? Hiding?
No, I was over there.
Did I see you and I didn't see you?
Yeah, I was over there. Yeah. And I'm really, really, really happy to do my money.
Thank you.
It's been incredible to get everybody together here. It's a lot better to celebrate life than to celebrate death. So what a great way to get the family together. So it's been an awesome evening. Love you, Grandma. Happy birthday.
Oh, it was a wonderful event. 100 years. How many? I don't think we'll have another one like that for years to come. So
You can't,
so beautiful.
You can't buy things like this for $1 billion.
Yeah.
It's worth
One more. One more. Volteese para acá.
good luck because I'm an Indian.
Indians.
The Indians have good luck.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Well, you have a good heart.
I must be an Indian because I'm really lucky to have
You're about
a grandma.
Two-thirds.
Two-thirds Indian. Did I blink? Happy birthday, Grandma. I love you.
I don't know if I brought a jacket or not.
Thank you so much, honey. We love you. Love you. Happy birthday, Mom. This was such an awesome celebration.